Hey folks, Corey Kupfer here with another authentic business video, RIA Edition. So we're coming to the home stretch. We're in this series of 10 tips for teams that are looking or may in the future leave wirehouses, banks, trust companies, etc., and for the firms that want to onboard them. And this is video 9 of 10. So what I want to talk about today is some practical things that I see happening out in the industry that has been caused by the changes of Morgan Stanley, UBS, Citi going off the protocol for broker recruiting. So one of the things that I've seen happening, I've gotten a couple of clients very recently who are people who have chosen to leave one of the wirehouses who's off the protocol at an earlier stage of their career. Right, this particular last client has 150 under management and chose to leave the firm now because even though they have to deal with a non-protocol transfer now, this person expects to accumulate more assets, more business, and whatever. And basically, the problem of leaving is going to compound only as their assets grow. Right. So it's interesting what the one of the effects of the firms going off the protocol for broker recruiting is that, one, some of the smaller advisors are deciding to leave now before it gets even worse and employ strategies that we help them with to be able to bring over as much of their clients without violating their restrictive covenants, which are no longer invalidated by the broker protocol if you follow it for the firms that are not on the protocol. So there are definitely ways we could do that, but they're leaving earlier, right? We also obviously see some of the really big teams that can have more resources to be able to deal with any hassles that come up, who are also, hasn't it slowed them down that much. So the interesting part is it's sort of the teams in the middle. The 300 to, 500, 600, $700 million teams that have been sitting back a little more, although we've definitely seen some of those leaving. I've talked about the litigation around those, and frankly, a lot of those have made mistakes that, or made conscious risk choices that even would have run them into trouble in the protocol. But across the spectrum, there are ways we can get you out, even if you're at a non-protocol firm. But the interesting developments are that I think a lot of the smaller advisors are saying, hey, let's get out now before I have, I have 150 million under management now, 100 million, 200 million. It'll be a bigger problem when I have 700 million. So let me make the move now to independence and, and then grow my assets there. So that's a little development on what we see going on in the industry. If you're one of those advisors at any size, actually, we'd be happy to talk to you about the ways to get you out and the benefits and that kind of stuff and make some key introductions. And feel free, if you haven't watched any of the prior videos, which give you some very practical tips on the things you should and shouldn't do and watch out for, take a look at those in the LinkedIn feed on my website, kupferlaw.com. There'll be links to those. And look for the final number 10 video coming up in the next day or two. Take care.